Hi, so I think I'm going to do this video entirely in hipster shades because I felt that I was looking a little too normal and friendly as is, so I wanted to add some lensless hipster shades to this one. This video is going to be about, my ears are crooked, by the way. Fun fact about me, I have crooked ears. This video is going to be about tattoos and just a couple of little facts you may not know. Now, number one I wanted to tell you was the pain test, the pinch test, as we call it. Now, it's pinching some part of your body to test how badly it hurts, and that's kind of a gauge of, compared to the other areas, how badly a tattoo will hurt. Now think about it. Okay, if you pinch the outside of your arm here, not great, but not terrible. If you pinch the inside of your arm, just make a little muscle here. If you pinch the inside of your arm, kind of hurts. Like the inside of your thigh might hurt. You know, those areas are much more sensitive. You can judge that by the pinch test. Now, some of the areas that hurt most are areas with thin skin, you know, with bone underneath, you know, collarbones or ribs, and areas that are very, very fatty hurt too. I don't know if it's because of the shaking or what, but it hurts. So, do tattoos hurt? Yes. Number one question. Yes, they hurt. They are not excruciating, obviously. People wouldn't get them done if they were horrible. But the pain is worth it. You know, an hour or so of pain, or even 6 hours of pain if you want like a huge sleeve or something. It's worth it for something you're going to have for life that you enjoy. That's just my opinion. Maybe you don't feel the same. Fine. Number two, fact number two. Make sure that you spell your tattoo correctly. It's not the tattoo artist's job to run your tattoo words, spelling, sentences, whatever, through autocorrect. Okay, that's your job. He doesn't have to wear it. He or she does not have to wear the tattoo. You do. Make sure your tattoo is correct. Otherwise, you might come out with something that needs to be covered, or you have to play it off like that's how you wanted it. It's on purpose. It's a joke. I mean, whatever. But if not, you end up with something that could maybe be fixed, or you have something like no regrets, you know, or no regrets, or whatever. So make sure that you check the spelling. It is your job. It is not your artist's job. Do not rely on them. It's something that will be on you forever. Please do your research. I will not say any more on that personally. I've made my own mistakes. Another thing is white ink. White ink will not stay in your tattoo. I don't care who you are. I don't care what type of skin you have. 99% of the time, you will not die with that white ink in you. It's nice for a little effect, but don't get any tattoos that hinge on white. It will fall out or fade or break down, whatever you want to call it. And it will basically be flesh tone. It might be a little bit raised because there has been ink ground into it, but it won't stay white. So if that's really crucial to the design that you're going for and you can't just do flesh tone, don't get it. I mean, me, I'm basically, you know, the whitest shade of white you could possibly get. I don't need white ink, but I have gotten it. It did not stay. People told me it wouldn't stay. I didn't care. It was little accents. The tattoo looked better with it, but it's not there. So keep that in mind when getting a tattoo that needs white. The next thing I want to say is that there is nothing you can do to your tattoo that will make it completely go away. I have heard all sorts of crazy things, like if you go into salt water very shortly after getting a tattoo, all the color will come out. Yeah, really? No. No, it won't. Short of burning your skin off or cutting it off, that tattoo is there. You can mess it up, sure. If you don't, you know, take care of it during the healing process, pieces of it will flake off and peel off, and you'll have what they call holidays, which are spots with no ink. And it might not be, you know, as pretty as it was when you got it, but it's going to be there. You're not going to just lose the tattoo. Sunblock. If you don't put sunblock on it, your tattoo will fade to nothing. False. It will fade, yes. It will not fade in 6 months. It will not fade to practically nothing. Maybe when you're 90, your tattoo will not look as good as someone who's used sunblock. But you don't have to slather it in sunblock just because you're concerned it will just go away. I recommend using sunblock. Always recommend using sunblock. Why not? You don't want skin cancer. You also don't want your tattoo to start to fade. But it will not happen overnight. You will never hear somebody say, oh, this tattoo was beautiful a year ago, and I didn't use sunblock. No. Don't think if you don't use sunblock, your tattoo's going to get a nice fade. I've known people who think, I like tattoos better when they're faded. I'm not going to use sunblock. I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say, but it's not going to do for you what you think it is. Another thing is make sure that you do the aftercare properly. If you do not take care of your tattoo, yes, it will have holidays, missing pieces. It will not heal very beautifully, okay? Then you will have to get it touched up. That's fine. A lot of tattoos have to get touched up, just naturally, even if you do everything right. A scab flakes off too early, it's a little less colored than everything else, the pigment's a little off. Natural, normal. I've had tattoos touched up. Fine. But if you are not taking care of it correctly, there will be more things that have to be touched up. More of it will flake off too soon, the ink won't stick as nicely, and the more you touch it, the more ground up the skin gets, and the less nice your tattoo is going to look. You're going to have raised areas, you're going to have areas that are chewed up from the needles just going over and over and over again, and you don't want that. You want your tattoo to be nice and smooth, one uniform, height, one color. I have 5 tattoos. I have them in multiple areas of my body, nothing below the waist. I have one on my wrist, I have this one here, which is a typical white girl tattoo, I know. I have one on my ribs, one on my hip, and one on my back. Small. They're all fairly small. I only have one with color, and that's on my hip, and I got that about 7 years ago, just about. And again, the white totally gone. That's the one that has the white in it. And it has stretched a little bit from just, I got fat. No, I didn't get fat. I got chubbier 1 year. Yeah. I got it when I was 17, so it's stretched out a little bit. Keep in mind where you're getting your tattoo, especially if you're a woman. Anything on the chest or on the hips or stomach can and will stretch, especially if you get pregnant or anything. But women also tend to hold a lot of water in their hips and waist and lower stomach. So if you get bigger, it's typically going to be there. So the skin will stretch. I have some stretch marks on mine, on my side, I won't lie. Very light, but hey, what are you going to do? The tattoo is still there. No matter what I've done to it, it's still there. So that's some tattoo facts and myths. And if you like this, let me know. I will do more like them. I will show you the rest of my tattoos, and I don't know. Have a nice day.